Imagine a private company, not a government, not an army, a company that came to India just to buy spices and silk. 150 years later, that same company was ruling most of India. How did traders become rulers? This is the story of the English East India Company. In the 17th and 18th centuries, Europe followed a policy called mercantilism. This meant European rulers wanted to increase their country's trade and wealth by buying cheap and selling at a high price. They wanted colonies where raw materials could be bought cheap, finished in Europe, and sold back at huge profits. India was perfect for this. The Mughal Empire had fine quality handloom textiles, indigo, a blue dye, and saltpeter. So European trading companies rushed to India. The Portuguese came first, then the Dutch, the French, and finally the English. On 31st December 1600, Queen Elizabeth I granted a charter to a group of merchants in London. This formed the English East India Company. It was a private company run by a board of directors, not the British government. This charter gave the company exclusive rights to trade in the East. But here's the catch: the charter did not grant any monopoly of trade. It did not carry any directive of conquest or colonialism, at least not yet. Captain Hawkins of the English East India Company arrived at the royal court of the Mughal Emperor Jahangir in 1608. He wanted permission to set up an English trading center at Surat, but Jahangir refused. The Portuguese were putting pressure on him not to allow it. Then in 1615, Sir Thomas Roe came to India as an ambassador from James I, the King of England. He got permission from the Mughal court to establish English trading factories in different parts of India. By 1619, the English had factories at Agra, Ahmedabad, and Bharuch. The Mughals welcomed the English to counterbalance the Portuguese and the Dutch. The East India Company was smart. During the 17th century, they secured the goodwill of the Mughals by not interfering in local politics. They just traded. The real game changer was Bengal. After 1660, the English developed markets in Europe for Indian products like chintz, calico, and muslin. The demand for Indian fabrics in Britain increased rapidly. They also traded in spices, indigo, and saltpeter. In 1691, Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb issued a farman that granted the English the right to duty free trade in Bengal for an annual payment of just 3,000 rupees. This was huge. Then in 1717, Emperor Farrukhsiyar granted the company the right to carry out duty free trade and rights in three villages of Kolkata: Sutanuti and Gobindapur. These villages combined to form Calcutta. By 1750, Bengal accounted for about 75% of the company's procurement of Indian goods. But while the company was getting rich, the Mughal Empire was collapsing. The Mughal Empire was founded by Babur in 1526. It was at its peak under Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, and Aurangzeb. But after Aurangzeb's death, it began to decline. Within the next 50 years, the signs of decline were visible. By 1761, the Mughal Empire existed only in name. Its boundaries had disintegrated into regional kingdoms. Bengal, Awadh, and Hyderabad were the three successor states. The Mughal administrative machinery was sapped of its vitality. The company saw its chance. A rich Bengal, a weak Mughal center, strong but divided regional kingdoms. The traders were about to start thinking like rulers. In 1757, at the Battle of Plassey, the East India Company would make its first big political move. They defeat the Nawab of Bengal, Siraj ud Dowla, not with a massive army, but with a deal, a betrayal. How did a trading company win a kingdom? Why did Mir Jafar switch sides? We'll break down the Battle of Plassey in the next video. Subscribe so you don't miss it.